Hello, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Well, today we are having Kaida as our special wonderful guest, and we are going to cover the gaming industry from Gamergate to Goonergate. Gonna have a wonderful time trying to figure out what the hell's been going on in our world of gaming. So, without further ado, let us bring on our guest of honor.
Always remember, treat your webcam like it's on all the time. All right, because you never know who's watching. We know the government is, but maybe your followers are watching because you accidentally went live. But all right, let's get into this shit. Let's get into it. This is a terrible time to have to pee, huh? This is a terrible time to have to pee. But all right, let's do that. Let's make sure that we have the audio for the tab that we're on. All right. So let's get into the funny stuff. So as I was scrolling last night, as you can see, Atreus put this up himself. He says, I'm going to go ahead and post this before somebody else do and make me go viral. So this is what Atreus does on his stream. Shout out to my boy. I don't know why he put this up, but I want y'all to hear it. Listen to this.
I'm shocked. Now let me do it the other way so y'all can. Baby, I'm shocked.
What is what is wrong with Atreus, bro? What is wrong with it, bro? Like, y'all don't understand, bro. This nigga just be doing shit, dog. Like, I'm sorry, I got tears in my eyes, dog. He just be doing shit, bro. He's probably okay, cause I was in the stream for a little bit, but I wasn't in the entire time. He was probably talking about the Neil Gaiman stuff, right? But like, what?
I'm shocked. Now let me do it the other way so y'all can. Baby, I'm shocked.
I hope he knows. Hold on. Download video. I hope he knows this is going in the intro. I hope he knows this is going in the intro. It's gonna be right after the other sus clip where he's like, I just love sucking dick. It's going in the intro, bro. What are you doing? Oh, don't worry. I don't need to clip it because I got that shit downloaded. So... Oh my god, bro. Yeah, no context whatsoever. He just uploaded it, and it's like, what are we supposed to take from this, you freaky frog? Like, what is you doing? Nigga over here. What are you doing, bro? Stand up. You a grown ass man moaning on the camera in front of everybody. Hey man, shout out to Atreus. This nigga is so funny, bro. He is so funny. Hey, if you're bricked up in the chat, get out. If you're bricked up in the chat, get out, because that's not what we're doing here. Okay? That is not what we're doing here. If you're bricked up, get out and handle it.
That was such a funny stream.
I can't believe that. It sounded like that the entire stream. Y'all are troopers, dude. I would have left. I would have left. I remember that there was like over 100 people throughout most of the stream, and I'm like, I sounded like that the whole time. Oh fuck no, boy, ain't no way. Y'all are troopers. Shout out to the Foot Clan because y'all was sticking through it for real. That's ridiculous.
I gotta ask you a question real quick. What is the lore behind the foot thing?
All right. So let's talk about it. The lore about the foot thing is we were on New Black Street one time, and I don't know how we got into the conversation about sex positions. I don't know how that popped up where we were talking about it. And then, I was saying, when you missionary and you got your girl feet on your chest or whatever, you got some pretty feet, you might kiss them. And then after that, it turned into, oh, you be sucking toes? Oh, you sucking toes? And I'm like, bro, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but I'm not saying that I'm just out here sucking toes. And then it just turned into, oh my God, this man, he just loves feet. He just loves feet. And then it just spiraled out of control. And now it's, oh, this guy's he's a foot gooner or whatever they like to call me. So it's like, all right, I guess so. I mean, whatever you say, I can't fight it anymore. I just gotta embrace it. Yeah, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that likes to kiss pretty feet on my women.
Well, it's definitely interesting lore, and that was definitely an interesting stream.
Yeah. I forgot which show it was. I really do. We said so much dumb stuff. I can't remember.
I think it was earlier this week.
No, that one. Yeah, that was last week. I was talking about the feet thing. I don't remember which one. Shout out to Toasty, who's gonna be on SNH later.
Ooh,
Shout out
I
to
like Toasty. Everybody loves Toasty, and if you don't,
everybody loves Toasty.
Everybody loves Toasty.
Get your plungers out for her. Get your butter out for her. We all love Toasty.
So today we're gonna talk games. We're both familiar with Gamergate. Everybody in the chat is, or at least I hope everybody in the chat is. It's how most of us got familiar with Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku, Sweet Baby, Black Girl Gamers, and DEI in gaming. I would love to know, when we start this off, why don't we get your opinion on it?
Okay, on what specifically?
On how it all started. I mean, let's see. Obviously, Alyssa was the first one for the shots fired. But do you think that they maybe just? I mean, do you think they maybe just went it over? They blew it out of control. Like they couldn't just handle it.
Well, I think none of this would have happened if, like you said, if Alyssa would have like just shut up and not try to run counter for Sweet Baby Inc. and Chris Kindred and stuff like that, and lying about Cabrutus and his Steam curator group and all that. I feel like if none of that happened, none of this would have happened, right? Like it was the catalyst, Cabrutus. Like I feel like it wouldn't have been that big of a deal if she didn't get the microphone and start shouting about it, because people would have been like, oh, there's this company, Sweet Baby Inc., that's working on these games, and we would have just stomped that out. I think we would have stomped it out in like a couple of months, right? It would have been like a couple of months. We would have stomped it out and everything would have been good to go. But she kept like throwing her head in there, kept trying to like, oh, look at me, I'm Alyssa, look at me, and then talking crap about everybody, and then like going back and forth with Smash, stalking Hypnotic, So I feel like the entire thing, it still would have been like a big thing throughout the year, but she really like amplified a lot of it because she kept putting her big ass head into everything because she wants the attention. So it's just it's one of those circumstances where it's like, it got blown out of proportion way more than it needed to be, but I'm glad that it did because we got to see exactly who these people are, exactly what they do behind the scenes, why a lot of the games that we got were crap, and the people behind it actually don't care about us. A lot of people in the mainstream industry are like just assholes and don't care about you. So it was a really good eye-opening experience.
Because it wasn't just Alyssa that helped fuel this. Because I mean, Sweet Baby could have taken care of themselves on their own, but then we also had Black Girl Gamers hop in.
Yep.
And they're the ones that are responsible for that god awful game Forspoken. And because of Gamergate, we've seen a lot of companies take some blows. Embracer, Unity, Sony, Microsoft, Insomniac, Naughty Dog, Ubisoft, Riot, Epic, Take-Two, Square Enix, BioWare, and I mean, and that's just like the beginning. And then you have, aside from Alyssa Mercante, you got people bringing in things that just like the smallest little things that are really getting on people's nerves, like like female custodies.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man 2, God of War Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my god. That one.
Yeah, that was the major one for me.
Yeah, that one is. I mean, the fact that the guy even looks like George Floyd, it screams that, they're aiming for a certain group.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially when you find out behind the scenes, a lot of this stuff got changed 2019, 2020. It's like, of course, that's when they did it. And of course, that's why you have him as the main character, because he's black. I mean, there's no other reason why. And again, if this wasn't like Assassin's Creed and it was just a game, sure, people would still be like, oh, why do you have a what's the name on there? Why do you have a black dude in Japan or whatever? There still would have been those people, but it wouldn't have been that big of a deal because it would have been an original game. But once you bring Assassin's Creed into it, that's when it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing now. So, the context really mattered about that.
Yeah. That much is very true. Like when people say, oh, they don't need a female ninja in there, it's like, well, as you know, historically, Assassin's Creed has done pretty well with being sticking with history. Well, in Japan, they did have female ninjas. They were known as kunoichi.
Mm-hmm.
And they were more of the female assassins. You would send them in. But yeah, as far as the character they want to use, he was nothing more than just an attendant. He was just a servant.
Yeah, pretty much. He was a show, what they call like a show pony or whatever. That's what he was.
That's all he was. And the fact that I mean, and of course it's like, as you mentioned with Alyssa going after Smash JT, but it's not just Alyssa going after Smash JT. Like recently you have game creators going after people at random, and then you have game creators creating games that'll just to piss off one demographic of a person, like the game Avowed, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That just recently, Grums, that was made strictly for the LGBTQ community and to piss off Elon Musk, I think. I'm not quite too sure, but recently, Grums pulled that. He posted this. He posted this on Twitter. A lot of people apparently aren't too happy about it, so it's getting removed.
I haven't seen this. This is news to me. I want to see what this is.
Yep. The game Avowed was made strictly to spite the gaming community. It's an LGBTQ game, and it was up on the Steam library for a while, and now it's been taken down.
Yeah, but is it back up?
I don't think so, because I think that's just happened today. I think it was either yesterday. Yeah, I think it just happened today.
Yeah, you getting? Hold on, let me see. Go back to the first one, to the first tab, because this is like actual news to me, like his actual tweet. Let me see it. Yeah, getting multiple reports that Avowed is being removed from people's Steam library. The community hub was also still gone at this hour. Ooh, what the fuck? Hold on, what? Hold on, is that something that's still
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're probably about to delay it. They might be delaying it if this off the
It
if
could be
it's
either. It could be
if it's
either a
off the
delay
Steam
or just
library.
it could be a delay or a full-on cancellation.
I don't think they would cancel the game. It's
Yeah,
too far
not
into
not this far
production.
in because they already have a date for it's supposed to come out February 18th.
But I don't know, man. That's crazy. Wait, so hold on. Let me check Steam. Let me see if let me see if it's on there. Yeah, it is still on Steam. It's still on here. It still says advanced asset access starts on February 13th. Let me go. Can I see the no, I can't see any reviews or anything. Let me see if the forum's gone. Or let me go to the community hub. Oh no, they're back. Okay, so the forum's back up.
Okay.
Let me see if it's still on here. Damn, everybody on the forum is like, yeah, Matt Hansen really hates you. You should probably not buy this game. Did Matt Hansen get fired or not?
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one responsible for it. He's the one doing it out of spite.
Yeah, he's the art director. The guy who said he did it to spite Elon Musk. Like that's gonna help your cause. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean the forum's back up, but I don't know about the pre-order thing. I have no idea about that. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it's the fact that it's come this far is just it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, these people, I mean, you got to remember they've had years, years of being in control of the narrative and in control of our space and things like that. So they're not used to anybody really having that much of a voice to be like, "Hey, we don't like this and we're not going to buy it." They can't really throw you into the camp of, oh, you're racist or you're sexist or any of those other things. It's like, no, we just don't like it. Right. So when people say they don't like it, back in the day, they could just be like, oh, this is a small minority of people. It's just a small minority of trolls. Now it's like, oh, almost the entire internet is saying the exact same thing. So what, maybe somebody's lying, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
just the fact that he could come out and say, "Oh, I did this to spite Elon." He thought this was still 2020. He thought it was still like 2021 even, where he could just say these kind of things and people will be like, "Oh yes, yes, let's clap up for him. Yes, he's doing a noble thing." No, everybody's like, "What the fuck, bro? You're stupid. Like, why would you do that? You got a game you're about to release, and you're damaging it with all the people that are there working on it." Just because your dick is small and you're trying to have a measuring contest with Elon Musk. So it's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that type of contest seems to be going on recently for a lot of the companies. I mean, you got like I mentioned before. Excuse me, the female custodies that started a whole big feud for for the Space Marines and such. A lot of people got really, really upset over that.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
then,
not
of
a big
course,
Warhammer guy, so I wasn't really too keen on that. But yeah, I saw about it.
we had the battle of the pretty girls versus ugly girls,
Mm-hmm.
where all the Western Coast games, the girls seem to have to be covered up or uglified, and or the game is, and then you had self inserts like Kimberly for Dustborn. That was pretty much, it was kind of obvious that was a self insert right there,
Mm-hmm.
which also ended up in bad gameplay. They were more important. They were more concerned with the message than with anything else. Whereas you get games like Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, you have characters like Tifa and stuff, and they don't really defy the norm, but they're what people want to see. And in
Yeah, I mean it sells.
yeah, sex sells. What the West wants to sell is not, it's not sellable. People don't want crappy gameplay. They don't want feminist characters, and in some cases, it's okay to have that, but when you're shoving it down the player's throat in the way that they seem to enjoy doing, it's not fun.
Yeah. It's irritating.
Yes.
You know, it's irritating when you want to play a game and the only thing that's in the game or the people who are making the game and the marketing about the game is, oh, we got this superficiality, like we got this black person, this woman, this gay person, we got all these people working on it. It gets annoying because it's like nobody cares, right? That's the thing. The people that they're trying to signal to, they don't care because they're not going to buy it. They don't buy shit. They don't have the money for it. You know, they're not interested. So it's like that Ubisoft leak that came out last week where they finally realized, you know, like everybody else with common sense has been realizing is, yeah, if you make games for your target audience, the target audience is going to go tell other people who aren't the target audience to try these games. But if you make games for people who aren't the target audience, your target audience is going to ignore it. And then the ones that you made the game for are also going to ignore it. So you're going to fail. So just make the games for the people that actually play those games. So I feel like we're getting there. And that also brings up a point. I also think that people should not, like, you know, jump the gun, you know what I mean? Like trying to defend some devs saying, oh, we're not going to have wokeness or we're not going to have DEI in our games. I see it as a shield they're going to try to use because they see the tides turning. They see that the winds have shifted. So they're going to try to use that shield like, oh, our game doesn't have any DEI. We don't have any wokeness or social political agendas in our games. Yeah, come buy our game. Like, you got to look out for that because they're definitely going to be trying to do it to try to, like, differentiate themselves from others. So, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I used to pre-order games a lot, but I no longer do so because now it's just I'm very hesitant. It's like I don't want to go into something blindly anymore, only to find out that I don't like what I see. You know, it's kind of like it's the false advertising. Hey, the game's gonna be like this, so pre-order. So it looks pleasing to the eye in the commercial. You pre-order it, and then the game comes out. It's nothing like it was in the commercial, and you're stuck with the game because you pre-ordered it.
Yeah. That's why you don't pre-order games.
Yeah.
All right. Don't pre-order games, no matter how excited you are. Okay. Don't pre-order games. I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about the games that we're looking forward to this year, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I did that with Cassie.
Yeah.
In my stream with her, and there's quite a few games that I actually look forward to. Most of mine, though, the ones that I look forward to are Eastern games, are from the East.
Same.
And I don't know if maybe you've heard of any of them.
We'll see. We'll see when you bring them up because I'm always down to get like new games recommended to me, you know, because I love it.
Well, for me, one of the ones that looked interesting, some of the ones were Showa American Story. And I don't have any clips for any of these, unfortunately, because I didn't want to get copyrighted.
No, if it's a video game, they're not gonna copyright you.
So, but yeah, Showa American Story. That one looks actually rather fun. It's kind of like a campy movie type game.
Yeah, we saw that. We looked at this game on New Black Street. At first, I was like, "What is this? This looks like some weird shit." And then it just kept playing. I was like, "Oh, you know what? That looks pretty cool." You know?
Yeah, it does. It looks rather fun. Where Winds Meet. That comes out this year.
Why does that sound familiar? Hold on, let me get on Google because that sounds super familiar. Where wins? Oh no, wait. S. Yes, yes. There's an S at the end of wins.
Yes, Where
Yes,
Winds Meet.
yes. Google, fucking. Can we get it right, Google? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did see the trailer. Yeah, this is also another one that's on my radar for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if my producer can find it or not. Yeah, there it is. Where
Yeah.
Winds Meet.
Oh yeah, and the Yakuza pirate game does look pretty good. I have never really played a Yakuza game because didn't look like my kind of game. But the Yakuza pirate one does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It looked interesting. So I was like, okay, I'll probably look for that. I did yesterday actually. I played the demo for the first Berserker Kazon, which
Yeah,
yeah, it's supposed to
I
come
didn't
out in
realize
March.
the demo was up for that.
Yeah, I didn't know until yesterday. I was because I was getting ready for New Blackstreet, and I was just looking on my email, and I got an email saying, "Oh, a game that you have in your wish list has a demo," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I downloaded it, and obviously I didn't get to play it beforehand because we had a long ass stream. But after the stream, I played that shit all night. It's about like 3 hours, about 3 hours of gameplay because it's like just a small taste of what the game's supposed to be. And
Mm-hmm.
then but it also has the things that you unlock in it, they progress forward. So when I buy the game, the things I unlocked in the demo, I can have those things. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm with it. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I love me a action adventure game. It kind of does have Souls like elements, which really irritate me. I don't like how every game tries to be a Souls like, but it's not really a Souls like. It's not like you have iframes and like you have to make perfect dodges and counters and things like
Yeah,
that. It's just like nah, just you just dodge, hit. It's kind of like Black Myth. It's like Black Myth Wukong mostly. So
yeah. Another one. It's kind of been in development hell. It comes out this year, but I'm glad that it went into development hell. It's kind of like a combination between a mix of Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy. It's called Lost Soul Aside. And that one, it started off as a Unreal Engine test, gameplay test that was made by one guy, and it was on YouTube. And Sony was so impressed by it that they said, "Hey, we'll give you the money. You can make the game, but it's got to be exclusive to us."
oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's been in development hell for quite a while. And when the creator Yang Bing, when he was asked, what's taking so long, he said, "I would rather take the time and deliver a full game than."
Oh,
He's like,
there it
"I'd
is.
rather take the time and deliver a full game than rush it and deliver a half-assed one."
Lost Soul Aside. Let me see. Let's look this up. Let me look this up on Steam. Is this
Yeah, it,
another
it
action
looks
adventure RPG game?
yeah, it looks fun as hell.
Oh yeah, let me throw that in the wish list. Hell yeah. See, this is what I like. I like in. See, this is why I don't listen to the dummies out there. They're like, oh, y'all don't even play games or y'all don't even like this that. It's like, no, I love finding out about new games that I can play. I do. It makes me happy because I'm like, oh, there's other things that could like get my mind off of things. I like games, so yeah, this is okay. I'll put this on the wish list.
Yeah,
I'll put it on the wish
I'm a
list.
big fan of hack and slash games, as you can see.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite genres.
And there's three others. One of them is actually just known as one of them is a project. It's called Project Perceiver. I went over this one with Cassie, and neither she or I really knew anything much about it. Other than it was just in the making and that it comes out this year. And I would love to find out more about it. It's another hack and slash. It looks interesting. And so I really do hope it comes out this year. I'm also looking forward to the KOTOR re-release.
You talking about the
Knights
one?
of the Old Republic? Yeah, that comes out again. And yeah, this the Perceiver.
I didn't know that they were still making that remaster. That I thought they abandoned it because
no. So what happened was Embracer had the they were gonna redo it, and they had handed it over to Aspire. And Aspire was taking care of things, but after what happened with Battlegrounds, after that disaster, they took it out of Aspire's hands and went and gave it to Saber.
So Saber Interactive is doing it.
Yes,
the ones
Saber
that
Interactive
just did Warhammer.
Yes, so Saber Interactive is now not only in the process of doing KOTOR, they now own the IP since Embracer, the whole since Gamergate also had quite the influence on Embracer.
Shit, I didn't. Well, that's news to me. See, look, I don't be knowing things. How you be? I'm the one that was, making videos. How the fuck did I not know this? Wait, what? I thought because I'm thinking this was dead in the water. We'll never get it. But apparently, if Saber's working on it, then it should come out pretty good.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the character Revan, and I loved the game when I played it. And I was, as soon as I found out they were going to do a remaster, I was like, I am keeping my eye on this.
I was too, until they said they were gonna modernize it, right? So I was like, oh no, I don't want that, So like they probably take out the turn-based combat, or you know what I mean, for the game. Or not, it's not really turn-based, it's more like I don't know how to describe Knights of the Old Republic's combat, because you got to do like the combos for all of your things, and it goes down into the line, but it's not really turn-based. So but they would probably try to change it to make it more like an action adventure style, where you actually do the moves and stuff, which could work if you knew what you were doing, but most people don't.
I honestly would not mind more interactive gameplay to it. Like you said, doing the moves yourself and such. As long as they don't, change the story and how the story runs.
Yeah.
So as long as they don't change the story, I'll be relatively happy. But if they start tossing in things that are very DEI related, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be a very happy Scooby.
Yeah, if they call Revan non-binary, I'll be upset. Which, I mean, technically he is in the regards of what they say, but when they made the character Revan, it wasn't because of that. It was just, oh, you didn't know if he was a he or a her because nobody knew what Revan looked like, kind of thing. So it was like,
yeah, but now it is actually canon that Revan is a male.
See, that's how you know I'm out the loop.
Yeah, it's actually canon that Revan is a male. In the books, in the later Knights of the Old Republic games, and stuff, I'm a nerd.
No, you're good. No, go ahead, nerd out, because I want to hear more. Because I've stopped really paying attention to Star Wars because it was doing nothing for me, and they shit on the thing that I love. They scrapped the EU. They had the sequel trilogy that was absolute hot doo-doo ass cheeks. They had the shows. Not one good Star Wars show. They haven't had one besides Andor season 1.
And
they
then
haven't
also
had one.
Star Wars Outlaws. Come on.
And Star Wars Outlaws, because remember, did you play Fallen Order when it came out?
No, I didn't at that point. At that point in time, I was during Fallen Order. I was engrossed in other games.
Well, I played it and I thought it was great, right? It was like one of the first Star Wars things that I experienced in a long time that was really good. Remember fucking Battlefront 2 when they did that and that whole debacle where it had the loot boxes, it barely had any content in it, it
Yeah,
barely worked, so Star Wars was really downhill. And then you get Star Wars Outlaws, which on paper should have been a banger game. You play as a bounty hunter going around the galaxy doing missions. We should be able to go through all these cantinas, and it should basically be like not GTA but GTA S in Star Wars. That's what it should have been. Where you have
yeah.
your own bounty hunter, you're going around doing your don't show feet. Fuck off, Jake Garcia. Keep your socks and your shoes on, okay? No showing feet. You should have your own bounty hunter. First of all, it shouldn't have been a locked character. You shouldn't have been able to create your character. This could have been a perfect game, and they fucked it up at every opportunity. So yeah. Star Wars is just terrible
I
at this
mean,
moment. So that's how I didn't even know about the remaster for Knights of the Old Republic.
yeah, I mean, making your own character for this game, or just making it a Han Solo game would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Either or would have gone either way would have been helped. It would have helped it a lot. But it was a buggy mess. And you have the worst cast of characters in here.
Nah, dude. I played it. It was ass. I hated it. I quit. I actually quit. Like, I have never in a day in my life quit video games before. This last year was the first time I've ever quit a game because I did not enjoy it. Right? It was Star Wars Outlaws. That was first. I quit it. And then you had Dragon Age the Veilguard. I quit that
Oh
because
god.
they're just bad games. And I've never in my life experienced that where I'm like, I just don't want to play this anymore. Not because it's a badly made game, or no, not because I'm not having a good time. It's because it's a badly made game. And on top of that, I'm not having a good time. So it's like, like you have multiplayer games you quit because you just, don't feel like playing them anymore. But a single player game where you're playing it and you're like, oh, this is trash. I don't, bro, what are we doing here? Like, I can't listen. I raged so hard playing that fuck ass game Star Wars Outlaws. Like, I can't believe that video didn't do better. Well, I only had like 300 subs back then. But it should have did way better because I was fucking pissed. I called how the story was gonna go. I knew that the one bounty hunter dude was the brother of the ISB guy, and I knew the head of the little new underground syndicate was an ISB guy because it was clear as day. Obviously, that guy worked for the Empire. It
Mm-hmm.
was so cookie cutter and so easy to predict, and the gunplay was so boring, and the characters were boring, and everything about it was boring. I hate that game. I
But
hate it.
at least they had a strong female role.
Yeah, don't you feel represented, Scooby? They put a female in the role of the main character, and she also was a terrible character. So females could be boring characters too. I hope
I
you feel
know.
represented in that department.
Oh yeah, totally.
Or they're
You,
like, yeah, we can write men and women to be crappy main characters. Yeah, I hope y'all love that. That's so inspiring. You made the one Star Wars character that was worse than Rey and Rose Tico. Congratulations.
oh man, Ray. Ugh.
Ugh. And that
The
sucks because Daisy really seems like a nice person, but that character
Yeah.
was just so terrible.
Spoiler alert, people. The character Ray is really Palpatine's granddaughter.
Which was worse, Veilguard or Outlaws? I would say Outlaws. I would say Outlaws is worse.
I'd say it's a freaking tie. I mean, I'm sorry,
Well,
Tosh.
it depends. Yeah, it does depend because story wise, Outlaws would be a better game, but that's not saying much.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be saying much. Graphic wise, Dragon Age of Veilguard, like on a technical level, like performance wise, it was fine. It wasn't like Outlaws where Outlaws was crashing, frames were dropping, there was bugs galore, so Dragon Age had the one up on that one. But in regards to story and like the assassination of lore and characters, fucking Dragon Age takes the cake on that one, because it just completely destroyed the brand. Like, Dragon Age is dead now because of that game. BioWare will probably, like, after this next Mass Effect game comes out, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be ass,
Oh,
BioWare is going to be done.
you
So it's
didn't
like,
hear about the Mass Effect one.
what about?
So the Mass Effect game supposedly is rumored. So take it with a grain of salt, chat. It's rumored to be canceled.
No, I didn't hear that. I heard that they were restructuring the people that were working on it, trying to get out of all the wokeness in quotations that they were injecting into it. And the writers and stuff, they were trying to make it a better game. That's what I heard, but I didn't believe that. I don't believe that at all. So I didn't even
that's why
hear
I say
anything or rumor about them canceling it.
Yeah, that's why I say take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, as far as Mass Effect goes, that game did not need to be fixed or anything. It was, if they're going to complain about diversity or anything like that, there's no more diverse a game than Mass Effect when it comes to the characters.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's a world that you don't have to, just like Star Wars, you don't have to interject your BS into it, because it already is what you want it to be.
yeah,
Like, it's a universe in a game where there's multiple different alien races, religions, you could, that goes into the Goonergate shit. But yeah, Mass Effect is exactly what you want for, the weird woke people out there. It's exactly what they would want in a video game.
you
So
can be
when you
male or
hear,
female, sleep with whoever you want to.
yeah, you can have Shepard, male and female, hey, we'll bang, okay? You know what I mean? He'll do it. So it's like, I don't know who. And first of all, like, just like what was the one, Andromeda? I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea to move past Shepard so many years. And then, I didn't even finish Andromeda
No,
because, yeah, it was just not good. But yeah, I mean,
I gotta say, Andromeda was my introduction into the Mass Effect.
oh my God, really? Oh, I'm so sorry.
And then my friend Jamal, he was cleaning up his game inventory, and he gave me all of his other Mass Effect games, and I played those.
Oh, your friend Jamal, he was black, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know any white guys named Jamal. So yeah, he had to be black. Renegade Shepard is that guy, man. Damn, I can't believe that. That's like, I remember somebody, one of my friends actually, he told me the first AC game he played was Mirage, and I was like, ew, what? And he was like, yeah, that was the first one. So I made him go back and play all of them. And now he's like, yo, I see why you were so upset. And I'm like, yeah, it's such a good game franchise that they just completely fucked up. So ew.
Yeah, there it is, people. Mass Effect Andromeda. Stay away
Mass
from it.
Effect Andromeda with the lazy stroke face characters that they have.
My face is tired.
And then remember, they did the update to fix it, and it didn't do anything. It was still
She still looked the same.
it was still ugly. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, she had the animatronic eyes.
They should have just had it. I have resting bitch face.
Yeah, pretty much. She was like, oh, this is just how my face goes.
That was just as soon as they did the update, I was like, oh yay. And then I get to the face and I'm like, what the, they didn't change.
Adam Juman. Shout out Adam Juman. You're wrong. Andromeda is not a good game. It's not a good game in the slightest. Scooby's black friend Jamal. Yeah, as soon as she said my friend Jamal, I was like, oh, this is a black guy for sure.
Yeah, he's the one who gave me the Mass Effect games. He helped me out with my PS3. Actually, he helped me out a couple of times with my PS3 because he worked at Best Buy, so he helped me put a few things together.
Oh wow.
And whenever I got a new PlayStation system, I'd go to him and be like, "Hey, can you help me with the memory card?"
God, you remember memory cards? They
Well,
were so cool.
oh yeah,
I like
you could have so much fun on one game. You'd save all that stuff on a memory card, and if you lose the memory card,
you lose everything.
and
Ah, that shit
that
used to
happened
happen
to
on my.
me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
That happened to me so many times on the PS2.
Same. I was just about to say that. I had like my little memory card, and then I went over to my friend's house because he had a PlayStation 2, and I brought my memory card. And then when I left my memory card over there. And you know, you're a kid, so you can't just be going over to your friend's house, whatever. And this
I
is like
know.
back in the early 2000s. So by the time I go back over there to get my memory card, there's no fucking. He's like, I don't know where your memory card is, dude. I don't know what happened. So it's like, oh man, yeah. Oh, I remember the memory cards. I had a bright blue one, like a holographic blue one. Well, not holographic. You know how the Game Boys used to be, where it
Yeah,
was like see through. I had a blue one like that, a memory card, and I hate it. I hate that I lost it.
I mean,
Damn, translucent. Yeah, yeah.
we
Fucking
had.
hell.
We had. Okay, so when we were younger, we had so many great games. I mean, we had Mario Brothers, we had the Mortal Kombat, all those original versions, and then all of a sudden, like 2015, 2016, things start to change. Not noticeably, but they start to change. But the thing is, though, is back in like 2016 and stuff like that, they weren't that bad.
Yeah,
They were little changes that nobody really cared about, and then now it comes up to 2019 and beyond, and it's like, boom, down your throat, down your throat, down your throat, down your throat,
yeah. I mean,
take it away.
we had been getting bad games, you know, but not in the same level of bad game that we're getting now. Like we
Mhm.
would the major complaint that we used to have a lot, yeah, phrasing, yeah, down your throat, boom down, and then she was doing. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? She did the smacking noise too. She's talking about boom down your throat, boom down your throat. That's crazy. Hold on. Hey, good catch, Don. What the fuck? Scooby is tripping. We talking
You're gonna
about
clip
games.
that, I know.
Scooby trying to
Somebody's gonna
play a
clip
different
that.
kind of game. Yeah. Hey, clip it up. Clip it up. Yeah, I knew. Look, you got the freaky frogs in the chat. Everybody's about to get excited now. But yeah, when the games were bad, it was because it was either graphics, story, just because the story just isn't good, or the game isn't optimized correctly, like frame drops, crashing, all those kind of things, the things that were associated with Ubisoft games. But now, like ever since it's been before last year, by the way, there were games that were coming out like 2022 where like, whoa, why are we talking about this in a video game that has nothing to do with anything? Or like when I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm like, why the fuck is there a Asian Viking? What are we doing? Like,
Yeah,
so the difference in bad video game now versus then is the reason that the games are bad now is not only are they unoptimized, not only are the graphics poor, and not only are the stories lacking, the people behind them are trying to put in social political messages. They're trying to subvert your expectations. They're trying to they were trying to do it subtly so that you didn't notice it, and then it just jumped once everybody realized what was happening. Then you go, oh, that's why that was like that. That's why Assassin's Creed Valhalla had Asian Vikings and a bunch
mhm.
of women Vikings, and uh they're trying to take the male Eivor and make them decanonized and shit like that. That's what's like,
Spider-Man,
whoa, what are we doing? Yeah,
Spider-Man 2
Mary
with
Jane.
the LGBTQ flags that they
Yeah,
had to
the flags
remove.
everywhere, and the fucking
Um,
high school kids where you go and you get something for another high school kid's gay boyfriend. Or it's like, whoa, what are we doing? And you
then you
got to
have
play an entire side quest as Miles Morales' deaf, big nose black girlfriend tagging up walls. It's like,
yeah,
why do we have these kind of things? And
and
now we
then
know.
Dustborn.
Oh God.
We had Dustborn with the characters and how they're emphasizing on the pronouns, the medical problems, how they were emphasizing on all that crap. And then, of course, there was also Veilguard. And I got to say, kudos to anybody who stuck around long enough to finish that game.
Not for real. You're a stronger person than me. You're a stronger person than me because I fuck that game.
And I was so hoping to see Atreus play that game in a clown suit.
He is. He has it. So shameless plug for Atreus. I don't know why I'm giving this guy clout. Fuck him. But on the 1st of February, he's gonna do his Dustborn stream in a clown outfit.
Oh man, you know what that means?
Mm.
I got to record some of that. Then
Oh, yeah.
then bring him on the stream and use that as an intro.
Definitely gotta. We're definitely gonna have to clip that shit up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
yeah.
shall we move on to what's going on with Goonergate?
Oh Lord.
First, I have a little gift for Melanie Mack and all of her little buddies, a little something special. I had
Hey.
to.
If you're bricked up in the chat right now, I am too. Yes, sir. Moving on.
I had to. I was like, yeah, that was Luna. She's the one who caused all the problems.
Are you gonna force it down? Wait, what? What the hell did Mr. Monkey say? Can you go back to that? Are you gonna force it down Melanie's throat, Scooby? Whoa,
Phrasing.
that's crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work. Unless one of them is not who they say they are. I don't know how that's gonna work. I hope not. That's gross. But since we're talking about gooning, go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about I know we're gonna talk about it tonight, I'm sure, but let's talk about it a little bit.
Get a little head start. So yeah, what'd you think about? I mean, this what started with Dread Roberts,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, this.
You know what I think? I think it's another one of those instances where it's like you push too hard, right? Like you're doing the exact same thing that the people on the other side are doing, where it's like, oh, because the whole argument is like, oh, because people are like, oh, but y'all are talking about you don't want this woke stuff in gaming. It's like, yeah, correct. So it's like we don't want the agenda. It's not like, oh, we don't want the gays or the blacks or any of the women or none of that shit in the game. It's like, no, we don't want the agenda that you're pushing behind it in the video games. So if you come with your own agenda, that's a religious agenda, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, yeah, you're coming in like, oh, you can't like these characters because they have these kind of clothes on, and if you do, you're a pervert, you're a gooner, you're a loser, you're a demon, and all these other things. Is like, well, you're starting to label people, and you're starting to other people the same way that the left was doing. So it's like you're doing the exact same thing, and it's hypocritical. And the part that makes it hypocritical is all the people that are pushing so hard for it right now, using the religion, as a shield for it. Y'all were just praising these things a few months ago.
Yeah,
That's the whole part. that everybody's like getting on you for. It's like, no, we don't care that you don't want to see it. That's not the issue. If you're not for all the, the half naked girls in the games or the curvy women in the provocative clothes they wear, sure, all right, that's your prerogative. That's cool. Yeah, I don't have to agree with it, but if that's what you don't want in your games, cool. It changes when you go, no, you have to agree with me, or you're a sinner, or you're a demon, and all. That's when it's like, whoa, you're starting to sound like Alyssa. You're starting to sound like Alyssa, where you're like, oh, you have to like the gays and the trannies and shit in the fucking games, and if you don't, you're a sexist, racist, bigot, and all that. It's like, whoa, don't label me. If you like that stuff, that's cool. I don't have to.
Mhm.
And that's where the disconnect is happening. And I don't think that's what they're understanding, right? They think it's an attack on their religion. They think it's an attack on like Christianity and stuff. And it's like, no, we're just calling you hypocrites because you're hypocritical. Your point
Yes.
is super hypocritical. You can't go, oh, I'm taking a moral high ground and grandstanding. Oh, we can't have this perversion in games and degeneracy in video games, but you play games where you kill people. It's like that you can't start to bring your religion in because it gets hypocritical, you know? And it's like, again, it's like it's not about censoring, right? It's not about censoring the games. It's not about, oh, we want all this stuff out of the games. It's we want the agenda out. So if you make a game that happens to have a gay character, a woman, black character, or whatever, and the story is good, as you've
Mhm.
heard Final Fantasy 16 is,
Yeah.
or what a metaphor refantasio and all these other games, it's like, yeah, all right, that's fine, that's in the game, is in the game, but when you make it all that it's about,
Mhm.
Dustborn, uh Last of Us Part 2, games like that is like, well, no, I don't want that. So I don't think that they're understanding where the argument is from, and the double down, triple, quadrupling down, it's a defense mechanism because they know they're wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
It's
no, both sides aren't wrong. There is a right and a wrong, right? It's a, oh, you know, I don't want these have naked women in my games. And then somebody else goes, but you just said you were fine with a half naked woman in your game last year. And then that person goes, oh no, but I don't want it in the games. I don't like it. It's perverted. But then you go, but you were just defending that. So that's where you go right and wrong. It's like, no, I'm right because you're being hypocritical about what you're saying. You're wrong because you're lying and saying that you did. Right? So that's why that's why both sides aren't wrong. There is a right side and a wrong side. It's
yes.
it's the it's the classic quote of, "Oh, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink." Right? So, if you want to talk about your religion and you want people to love your religion and things like that, you don't berate them, you don't demean them, you don't name call them and all those things. It's not going to make anybody want to listen to you or take you seriously. It's just going to make people tell you to fuck off. So if you want these kind of things, or you don't want these kind of things in these games, that's fine. If somebody else does and you don't like it, that is also fine. You can't then walk over there and go, no, fuck you. You need to not have this stuff in the video games like me, or you're this, that, and the third. Because then that makes you exactly like the other people on the other side that have been doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Like, so it can take, it's, they'll stand up for some great games like Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, and be like, oh, hey, look, all of you people who are Gamergate, Alyssa, all of you, you're just you're just jealous that you can't that characters are like this exist, or and you don't like, you're just angry that it doesn't have your agenda in it, or you're angry because it has too many females and they're all good looking or not enough females. There's always something wrong in their eyes. And then those same people will come around for Goonergate and say, but in hindsight, they could have made her not as pretty, but still kept her pretty. They single out all the good all the good characters, all the good games, even upcoming ones. It's kind of like, okay, I wonder how they're going to treat the upcoming characters in new games like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, Where Winds Meet, Lost Soul Aside, all the female characters in there. How are they going to react to the ones there? The fight scenes, all of that. It's like Melanie Mack with her Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
She has
Yeah.
that. She's a huge Tomb Raider fan. Yeah, you look in the games for Tomb Raider that she has. There's the Playboy photo in there. I mean, she was made by men, but for gamers and for men as well.
Yeah, and the part is that's fine.
Yeah,
that is completely fine. And I think that's another thing where, anybody that's like that's paid attention to anybody that's like super religious or something like that, you can tell when somebody that's like on their religious like awakening or whatever has like slipped up, or they've said or done something that they feel is wrong for their new religion. So they lash out, they get defensive, they start projecting out onto everybody. They go, oh no. It's kind of like, if you have a partner and they cheated on you, but they keep projecting onto you that, oh, you must be talking to somebody, or oh, you must be doing this, you must be doing that, when the whole time that's what they're doing. Right. So that's exactly how it feels looking at this and looking at the people like, really jumping onto it hard. It's like, oh, like when I watched her video, like Melanie's video, again, I like Melanie, but I gotta call it how I see it. When I watched it, I'm like, oh, you obviously got some shit that you're battling and you're projecting that onto everybody else. Like obviously you see these things as perverted. You see them as like, I don't know, Gooner Gate, because that's how you feel about it. That's how you feel. So you feel bad about that, and you're trying to project that onto everybody else. And that's a very obvious thing you could see. Is like, oh yeah, obviously that's what she's doing. I mean, I can't deny that. But it's like, I don't know why they thought that would fly. Like if you're with these people, that for like the past year have been battling against like, the agenda in video games and going against these journalists and all these people, what on God's green earth makes you think that you could just like, call them all kind of names and they're going to go, oh, well, yeah, I guess I am a loser. Yeah, I guess I am a demon. No, they're going to tell you to fuck off. They're going to tell you to fuck off. So, I mean, when I'm looking at this whole thing, I agree with a lot of people that it's stupid, right? And it's stupid for the fact that it doesn't need to happen, because they're the ones drawing the lines in the sand, not us. Like, we're just like, hey, we want the agendas out of the game. They're like, no, we want all this shit. We want the gay shit. We want the black people out. We want the women to be in the kitchen. All that kind of shit. It's like, no, that's not what we're doing. And then it's like, well, if you don't agree with me, then you must be a secret liberal, or you must be a demon or a loser. And it's like, no, you're drawing lines in the sand where they don't need to be drawn. So
yeah. I had that experience recently with some former friends. They I did a video with Ryan Roger Athe, and they didn't agree with the way he was acting. And you and I, we both know how Ryan is. He's half of what he does is an act, and the other half isn't. But they weren't too happy with the Speargate comments, and they demanded that I take the video down. And I was like, wait, why? And they said, because if you leave it up, that means you're okay with what he's doing. You're okay with what he says. And I was like, it's an opinion. It's okay to be up there, if you don't agree with the opinion, and that's, I'm sorry, but you want me to take it down just because you don't agree. because it hurts your feelings. And that's exactly what this is going on with Goonergate. I mean, it's like, we don't like what you're doing, get rid of it. And it's also what happens with Gamergate too. We don't appreciate everything that's going on. There's too many white men in the games. We need to change that. We're going to put in more women. There's too many straight characters. We're going to change that. We're going to put in more gay people. Too many good-looking characters in the game. We're going to change that. We're going to make them uglified. Goonergate, it's too violent. They're too pretty. So you want us to change them. No, you need to repent. You need to stop playing these games. And it's enough to make me want to say, you know what, go screw you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I feel like if those people aren't your friends, you know, like I don't agree with most of the shit Ryan says. I think Ryan, he's fine, and but sometimes it's like, yeah, that wasn't funny, or yeah, you're doing too much. That doesn't mean get off the stream with him because he's such a toxic person. Fuck you. I can talk to whoever I want to. You know, if you don't want to see it, then hey, fine.
Personally, I think all of you guys are awesome. You do great jobs at what you do when it comes to streaming. You know your stuff, and you stick by everything you say. And I gotta say, I'm definitely glad to be on this stream with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just a guy. It's a regular old black guy that, you know, just got tired one day and decided to cut on the camera.
There's still so much I have to do for this. I still need to get a camera for this. I need to get better headphones. I'm looking forward to a lot of the games that are about to come out. Are there any in particular that you're looking forward to?
You said games?
Yeah.
Well, we already talked about the first Berserker, Kazon. That's been on my list for ever since I first seen it. I'm like, yo, I need this game. So we have that. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I know some people are gonna disagree. I'm still coping for GTA 6. I'm still coping. I'm still looking forward to it. I think it will probably still be a good game. That is something else that's on my list. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me go to Steam. Wu-Chang, Fallen Feathers.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
That Crimson Desert. I cannot wait for Crimson Desert. I've been waiting for this for years.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to both of those two, and I would not be surprised if Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers ended up into the Goonergate.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm surprised they didn't flip out over it when that first came out. And that's another, man. I know we're trying not to talk about it, but it's another hypocritical thing because it's like literally last week, everybody, and I mean everybody on Twitter, was going crazy about the Sue Storm Malice skin in Marvel Rivals, right? And in their eyes, that's Gooner material, not a peep. Not a peep. They didn't say shit. They didn't say anything about it. So it's like, and I know that you're playing it. You know, we're friends on Steam. I know you're playing it. So it's like, what the fuck? Like that's why I was like, wait, what? Wait, why are we doing this? Why are we taking this stance that you obviously don't believe in? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, another one that I look forward to is the Phantom Blade.
Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero. Yes. Oh my god, that shit looks so good. Hey, I'm so glad you reminded me of that. Phantom Blade Zero looks like a game where I want to buy, like I want to get another PlayStation just to play it because I think it's only on PlayStation. I could be wrong, but I think it's only on PlayStation. Let me check on Steam right now and see Phantom Blade. Yeah. It's not on Steam. It's a PlayStation exclusive. I want to get a PlayStation just to play it. It looks good. It looks super good.
All I can say about some of these PlayStation exclusives, a lot of people say, "Oh, they're going to be a PlayStation exclusive. I'll never get it on PC." Here's the thing about PlayStation exclusives: they always eventually end up on a PC. It just takes a while.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to play it when it drops.
Yeah,
So I gotta get another
you're
PlayStation.
you're an impatient person.
I am. I
You want it
listen.
now.
I want it when I want it, and I want it now. I want to play Phantom Blade. I wanna be like kicking people and throwing around swords and shit. That's what I want to do. I want to do that. Another one. Another one. I'm gonna put it in the.
Yeah, there it is, Phantom Blade on the screen.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, look at this. Look at
It
this.
looks beautiful.
It looks so good. They're supposed to be showing gameplay of it next week, or like
Oh,
more gameplay. I can't wait. It looks so good. So I put it in a private chat. There's another one. It's called Spine. This is Gun Fu. It's an indie game, but it's like it's basically exactly what it says. It's Gun Fu, where
oh,
like you're like shooting people and like kicking around and stuff at the same time. That's another one that's been on my radar for a long time. Ever since I saw the devs working on it, I was like, "Yo, this looks good. I want this," you know. So yeah, and then obviously, yeah, Monster Hunter. I was just about to say, yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds. Obviously, that's a no brainer. I'm gonna wait till the day it drops because I know that I know it's gonna be buggy. I know it's gonna be buggy. So you know, I'm gonna wait for it. Look at this. Oh my god, that shit looks
that
so
that
good.
gameplay, it looks so smooth.
It looks so good. Oh, y'all don't play games, man. Get the fuck out of here. I want this so bad.
I
Like,
know. I've been like, you don't play games. I've been motherfucker. I've been gaming since I was 6 years old, maybe
you know what
younger.
I'm saying?
What?
I've been gaming so long. I don't have a memory from when I wasn't gaming. You know, this is this looks so good. This looks so good. I cannot wait. Obviously, we got Elden Ring, Night Rain, which is another one that I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be tight. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
that
tight.
one. Uh, John, can you pull up the link if you can?
Yeah, for the spine,
Yeah,
the Gun Fu one, that one's
yeah,
tight.
that one I got. That one sounds interesting because the only type of gun food that I've seen would have been Devil May Cry related with Dante,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Man,
and I love his gameplay. His gameplay's always been great, especially with Devil May Cry 4.
yeah, Devil May Cry 4 is fucking classic. Devil May Cry 3 is pretty good, but 4
Oh,
is
it's 4 is insane. 3 is probably my favorite.
yeah, 3 is still the one.
Oh, look at that traversal.
Yeah, so it's basically like what's that game? Sifu. It's kind of like that, but with like guns and shit.
Yeah,
And there's more to it, as you can see.
yeah. I can see people saying, "Oh, it's too violent." Shut up.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't. I shouldn't be liking this. Look, she has her waist out. That's Gooner bait. That's
Yeah,
look.
I
She's
can
so
see her
provocative.
tummy. I can see
She's
her
so
tummy.
provocative.
Lord have.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Whatever
I
are
can
we
see
gonna
her.
do?
I can see her chisel abs. Oh no, this is Gooner bait. And you see how that conversation is so dumb. Such a dumb stance to take. And it must be stated because people don't think that we do this. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. If the statement's dumb, the statement is dumb. How many times have we jumped on Ryan like, oh, that was dumb? Or Leon, fucking Leon. How many times did we be on stream be like, yo, Leon, this is a dumb take?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
who? Yeah, I disagree with you 100%. Like, yeah, you could disagree with people and not be like, oh, you're an evil person. You know,
Yeah.
that's how people are. So, God, I keep trying not to get
It's,
annoyed by it, but
yeah.
it really does annoy me.
These things happened. These two incidents happened. I mean, luckily though, 2025 it seems to be a turning point. I mean, we are seeing some hope, and not just the game industry, but media overall. which is a plus sign, but it's obviously it's going to take a while before the damage has been done. Before we can fix all of it, but nevertheless, I mean, 2025 so far looks promising. It's sad that 2024 had to go out the way it did, but we did have some good games at least.
Yeah, we still had good games. I don't know. We did have a bunch of stinkers, but we had some really good games. Like an entire month I spent playing nothing but Elden Ring. Like I replayed Elden Ring for the first time since it came out, and then leveled all the way up, ready for the DLC, played the DLC, got crazy. I played, what's crazy? I played Elden Ring with Dread Roberts. I play I play Elden Ring with Dread Roberts. Yeah, he carried me through Moog, which was awesome. Right? Like, yeah, there was some really good games, and there are more good games coming out this year, which is why I always believe in this is why I always believe in don't black pill, right? Like don't ever black pill and be like, oh, everything sucks. We're never getting anything
Yeah,
good. No, like there could be a game announcement tomorrow for a game that you never knew about, and it'd be like, oh wow, this looks awesome. You know what I mean? So like, don't black pill. Don't think that it's so bad because it's not.
yeah. To me,
Like
it's what matters to me is that when the game is made, it's made with the gamer in mind.
yeah,
That's what makes a good game is when the game that you're making is made for the player in mind. Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, they knew who to reach out to. They knew that hey, we want the gamers to play. Well, we'll throw in the gameplay, the type of stories that they love. We'll get those graphics up. I mean, they went all out.
yeah.
And look what happened with Black Myth Wukong. Game Awards voted unanimously best game of the year.
What they sell,
Unanimously.
I think it was what 10 million copies in a year, in a month. I mean, or something like that, or not even a month. I think it was like a week or something. It sold a lot of copies
Yeah,
in a short amount of time.
the day that it started, I mean, the day that it was actually able for people were actually able to play it, Hypno was live on Hypnocast, and he went on to Steam to see how many people were playing it, and he flipped out during the show at how many people were playing.
I remember that it was a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think I think it crashed because everybody was like, no, it's not going to reach 1 million, but it was already well over 1 million, like well over 1 million people playing on launch day. It was crazy. It
yeah,
was
it's
crazy.
that's one of those. And another thing is about that is that's how should I put it? That game is based on a Chinese story. Okay. As far as I know, you probably don't want me to go back to Gamergate, but Gamergate went after that one too. There's not enough women in there.
Yeah, I remember. Even though there's an entire
There were a
chapter where
ton of them in there.
there's an entire chapter where all the enemies that are like the bosses that you go against are women.
Yeah.
What the fuck were they talking about? Like,
And I bet you anything they probably would have spun that as, oh, it's sexist. All the bosses were women. So we get moody. We have, give us that. A chapter full of bitchy women. Hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it. And
I
then you
got
get
no problem with it.
hey, fucking his hands was E for everybody. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly. But I have high hopes for this year. I really do. Goonergate, it just seems to be like this episodic thing. It's like every day it's something different, and I have a feeling it's probably going to go away a lot faster than Gamergate did.
that's the crazy part. It did. It was like a crazy thing for like a week, and then they brought it back up. because they were talking about the numbers, the Steam numbers for the first Ascendant, and going, "Oh, we told you this isn't what gamers wanted," not understanding the reason why the first Ascendant doesn't have that many players is because of the content that it was lacking, and that it's a looter shooter, a live service looter shooter, and people are over that. Like,
Yeah.
regardless of how good the characters look, nobody wants to sit there and grind all day, because the first Ascendant isn't the only looter shooter that has a dwindling player base. Destiny 2's numbers are the lowest they've ever been.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's not the reason why it lost all its players. It wasn't because, big titty women. We actually don't want that in our video games. It was, no, the game is boring. It's
Yeah,
a looter shooter.
I have the first Descendant, and I have to say, I'm not in it for the loot. When I played it, I was expecting good story. The story I found, it's kind of like, where is it? Because they give you a base, but then they start to, once you get into the game, they start to take you in so many different directions. It's kind of like, oh, wait a minute, aren't I supposed to do this? No, wait, you want me to do this now? But wait, I have to go do this, and now you want me to do this because it's critical to do this, and it's this, and it goes in every single direction but one.
Yeah.
And then you have another live service game, which is Warframe, which, in my opinion, Warframe is kind of like what a live service game should be if you want to keep it ongoing. If you want to keep an audience and you want to keep it ongoing, they have the lore, they have the story, and as far as loot and everything goes, nobody really cares about it. And as far as spending actual money, you don't even have to use your actual money. You can just kind of, just buy, sell, and trade with other people. I mean, they had a good setup. Destiny, I used to play religiously. But
yeah, I did too.
Then the DLC. I loved Destiny 2 until they killed off my boy Cade. I'm sorry. That was like, I was like, how dare you?
I heard they brought him back, but I didn't know what they did to bring him back. I had no idea.
They brought him back, but in a real half-assed way. But the DLCs and the other powers they started to give you were just real crap. Like, they started to give you dark powers, so you could start using ice to freeze enemies. But then after that, they gave you this DLC called Lightfall, or as I like to call it, Lightfall.
I remember Lightfall, yeah. Is that the one with the surfer bros?
The first ever non-binary character in Destiny. And you know who they describe, and you know how the devs described him as? Another version of Cade.
Of course they did. All right.
I was like, no, there's no way you can replace Cade.
It's just like, remember when they retconned the lore of Osiris and Saint 14 and made them gay?
Oh yeah.
That was another thing that turned me off. I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh, they did it again. I mean, they did it more than once.
Who else did they make gay? Because look, I stopped after, I think it was the Witch Queen. Was it the Witch Queen that
Witch Queen was actually pretty decent. I'll admit that.
After that, that's when I stopped. That was 2021, right? Or 22? That was 22, right?
2022, I think.
Yeah. That's when I stopped playing Destiny.
Yeah, because there was Witch Queen and then there was Lightfall.
Yeah. So who else did they make gay?
Oh god. So it's hard to tell with some of those characters because let's see, aside from Mirasov, the queen of the Awoken.
Yeah.
I mean, with so many of the characters, they keep retconning and such. It's hard to keep track. But now they're making episodic instead of DLC. They're saying, oh, it's not DLC. We're just making episodes, and we're not going to do seasons anymore, dude. The way you're doing the seasons, it's like, dude, the way you're doing your new episodes, is exactly what a season is. So why don't you just say, hey, we're doing more seasons?
Hold on. Matter of fact, let's go to Steam DB right now. Let's go to Steam. I'm going to Steam DB. Hold on. I'm going to look up Destiny 2.
'Cause I haven't played it in a very long time. I was like, screw it, I give up, because it was just, it was so annoying. Borderlands 3 was such a disappointment.
What the fuck? Destiny 2. Come on, show me the Steam charts.
Here's all the Destiny 2 LGBTQ characters.
What the fuck? Because I remember when they did Oryx, they
Yes.
make the Taken King gay.
So you do know that Oryx. Okay, so just so you do know the lore behind Oryx, right? Oryx
I
used to be
remember
a female.
I remember a little bit, yeah, because it's
Yep.
something with the because
Or-
in order to be a whatever taken, or like to be one of the taken gods, they had to go down and get like the worms and shit, right? If I remember
and
correctly, it's a lot of lore.
Oryx decided to become a male.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he is the transgender character in.
Okay, Micah 10. Who was that? Is that a new character? Who the fuck is that?
Micah 10. Jeez.
A transgender. Wait. Scroll down a little bit. She was born a boy on Europa, a child of two fathers who had connections to Clovis Bray
Clovis
and the
Bray, yeah.
EXO program. Eventually, all damn, it's kind of like hard to see.
Oh,
All
it's
three
just
of them
lore
were turned
character.
into EXOs. So a transgender boy with two fathers. Okay.
That's
All
so
right.
weird.
All right. Who else? Osiris, obviously, yeah. They made Osiris gay. I remember that. That shit pissed me off because Osiris was really raw, and then they made two of the manliest characters that they had. They made both of them gay. So
do you know who the voice actor is for Osiris?
No.
So have you ever seen the movie The Mummy?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember that Arabian guy?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a voice actor?
yeah, that's the voice actor, the Arabian
shout
guy with
out.
the long black hair. That's him.
Oh, shout out. Shout out Jay Viper in the chat. And Toasty,
Hey, Jay.
bald head Mosty.
Toasty
Okay.
Jay. Toasty's my girl. I was talking to her yesterday.
So yeah, they made Saint 14 gay. I don't know why they made two of the best characters, like the manliest characters, gay, which was like, okay, sure. Morosov is gay.
Yeah, she's gay. She had a lover who's dead.
At least they didn't.
Yeah, her lover was Sir Ido. You get Sir Ido's bow. Actually, Sir Ido's bow is one of the exotics in the game. Yeah, and Anna Bray. I never liked her character.
Oh no, wait. Because I was looking up something. Let me see. Anna Bray. Who the fuck is that?
That's Clovis Bray's adopted daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, so games like these, Destiny, they didn't shove it down your throat, like take it. Oh God, phrasing.
Hey, yo, what? calm down, Scooby. All right, calm it down. All right, I know we started talking about gayness. You got a little excited. Relax.
They
made him. He's gay too.
They were basically they're shoving their agenda like right in your face. They don't do that in Destiny.
Well, that's how I didn't even know. I mean, I know Zavala had a family. Thank God that they made Zavala gay, because that would have really pissed me off. Yo, I didn't know. So he's gay too. That's the dude from the EDZ.
Yeah.
Okay, who else? What the? Because now I'm fascinated. Because I feel like they're all gay. Yeah, I think they're all gay now. So, Hawthorne is gay. Is
I
another
never would
character
have thought
that
of it because I would have thought that, her bird was her only friend.
she is at least considered to be bisexual. All right, man.
Oh my God, something just came through my mind. Go back up to Soraya Hawthorne. Her. Okay. Bird on her shoulder all the single time. Who does that remind you of?
No idea.
Leon.
Oh, so yeah, just like Leon, she's gay. That's crazy. Jesus, it's all
It's
making sense.
only she has a hawk. She doesn't have Hondo. Hondo would have been a better choice. But
Hondo is the best bird. I don't even
but
know who that is. That must be a new character.
she's a far away, she's a lore character. You don't even meet her. Yeah, Aramis, she's gay.
Aramis is gay.
Yeah.
Even Aramis.
Yes.
The
Aramis,
the evil, the
Aramis
evil
had a female
taken
lover. Aramis had
or
a
fallen.
female lover and children.
Aramis is gay. Next thing you know. Oh my god! I was just about to say no fucking way, Urban. Bruh, Aldrin Solve is
Okay,
gay.
he creeped me out. The whole brotherly, I mean not brotherly, but the love he had for his sister was just flat out disturbing.
Yeah, it was, but that was like a thing where it's like, oh, that's creepy. But okay, Irvin saw, bruh. Okay, his name is Crow now, though, right?
Yeah.
This is fucking stupid.
And then of course there's the overall villain of the game was pretty much a they them. He had no actual gender or anything like that. He was just compromised of many different people.
All right. What the fucking? All right.
Exactly.
It's just like Apex, where it's like you're giving us lore on characters we don't fucking care about. Just make the game fun.
Yeah, exactly. Just make the game fun. I'll take a fun game any day. Just don't do all that stuff to it.
Next thing you know, the ghost will turn out to be transgender. He wasn't always a robot. He used to be a butt plug. So stupid.
Oh man. But yeah, it's amazing just how much it's amazing how much we don't realize about the games because they were so subtle about it, and then how much we do realize about the games that are just like so in your face about it.
Yeah, and that's another thing where it's like that, like on its own, like the characters being gay, it doesn't matter. But it's what we know what they're doing at Bungie and the people behind it. That's where it's like, oh, that's why you're making them gay, not because you care about the actual lore and story. It's because you need the representation part of it, which goes with the agenda part of it, right? So it's like, all right, man, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. Like that's why I never really cared that Apex had gay characters, because it didn't impact the story or the gameplay, right? The story was the story, but the gameplay was always battle royale, shoot people, extract, right? You know. But now it's like, oh no, Bloodhound's gay. Like that entire roster is gay. I think that's one of my first videos on YouTube, was talking about the Apex Legends roster. I'm pretty sure that was my first. I need to do another one. I need to do it again. Because the entire roster of Apex Legends is gay.
But
Yeah,
I will
9 months ago I did that. Yeah, I'm doing another one.
But I gotta say, the one thing both Goonergate and Gamergate do have a little bit of a problem with is going ape shit about one topic and sticking with that topic, and then you have the people who follow Goonergate, who are believers in Goonergate, and and decide, oh, well, if this comes out and it's automatically woke, well, hold on, wait a minute, let's talk about
Something ain't
this.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, wait a minute, something ain't right. Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Because just because a game comes out doesn't mean, with certain aspects, doesn't mean it's gonna be completely, totally in your face. A game can still be good, have those aspects.
yeah. I mean, that goes into the context, right? Of like just like with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, with everybody all up in arms about that game and about how it might be it has like a gay scene or whatever. It's like if that's in the context of the story and they're not trying to vert you out, that's not an issue. It's an issue when they make the character gay and he's just gay just because.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, I don't even think that the character himself is gay. So it's like the character being gay doesn't automatically mean something is woke or something like that. It's the context behind it. And I
yes,
think that's the message that needs to get across. No, yeah, there are people that are like, I don't want any of that gay shit in my games. I don't want any of it. And I'm like, okay, that's your take on things. That can be your take on things. Have it that way. But say that. Don't like try to project that onto other things just because. Just say how you actually feel.
yeah. I mean, it all depends on how things. It all depends on how things are being run. Like
Hmm.
people are saying, oh, it's a gay scene that you can't skip. Well, there's a lot of games that have scenes that you can't skip, and it's just because it's two guys taking a bath, and you can't skip the scene, and you can't skip the scene. Big deal. It's two guys taking a bath. Guess what? They did that a lot back then. As it is, how is it a gay scene when one of them perks up and says, "Hey, I hear women. Let's go cheat. Let's go see them." Um, yeah, I don't see any problems with that. The only thing that would annoy me about that is if I couldn't skip the scene.
Yeah, and I don't think there's an unskippable cutscene because that just wouldn't make sense. You should be able to skip all cutscenes in any game. You were able to do it in the first game, so I don't know, man. We'll see. But I think there are people that are like just like as I said, losing the plot on what we're talking about, and
Hmm.
then there are other people that as you can see, they had other motives and other beliefs, but they lashed themselves onto this what was going on to try to get their agenda, their secret agenda that they had going through. And yeah, so I mean that's why it's important to make the videos and talk about the stuff so people actually know what the discussion is that people are trying to have rather than the extremist side of things.
Yeah, rather than going up onto a video and ranting and raving about how you think this is bad, you think this is bad, you should think this is bad, and if you don't agree, then repent. You're evil. You're doing something wrong. You shouldn't go out there and wag your finger at people. That's not how the gaming industry works. It's not how it should work.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing we're fighting against. So it's like, all right, man, if that's how you want to be.
But anywho, we have reached a little bit past our 90-minute mark. So, what you got going for yourself here? What's coming up?
Well, as y'all already know, I will be on SNH tonight. We will be having a great conversation. And after SNH, I will be doing my SNH cooldown, which will be the drunk stream that you should come through. And hopefully, we have another random hater in the chat so that we can get another conversation going because that was fun. I want to do more of those.
Oh,
And if
yeah, I saw that.
and if y'all know any people that are haters, send them my way. I'll fuck them up for you. Don't worry about it. And then yeah, just look out for the random videos. And yeah, I don't really have
And
anything too
Monday you
much
have
to plug.
New Black Street, right?
Oh yeah. Watch out. Oh yeah, Monday's show for New Black Street. Do not miss that stream because you get to find out who's going to be on Friday's stream. So make sure that you come to the stream. Phrasing.
Phrasing or intentional?
That was definitely intentional. I'm so hungry.
I'm glad you were able to come on. I'm so happy you did.
Yeah, for real. I see you. I see you starting to loosen up more on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get used to this. It's fun. I'll admit that it's very fun. As far as I go, Monday through Friday, I will continue my little game streams. Those pop up around 11:30. They're called Scoobypup'S Pawcast. If you've missed any of the streams, well, then they're on my channel. You can catch them and replay them. I'm doing the video game Code Vein, trying not to rage out as much as possible. And next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I will have Leon, Words of Paradise. And we will be covering video games and their live action adaptations from movies and TV shows. So that should be an interesting one. And I also will be doing a new show as well. It's not going to be a live action show, but it'll be a set of recorded videos called Scoobypup'S Refuse, in which I will be reviewing some games and movies and such that I've played and watched in the past. So be sure to catch all those.
Hell yeah. Make sure that y'all share out Scooby's stuff. All right. Share out her stuff. She's doing her thing.
And I will be in SNH modding. I'll be in there in the chat.
I just wanted to pop in for a second, just for half a tick, because I feel that we've earned this. You know, before we go, I just want to. Seriously, after all that Destiny 2 stuff, I just had to wash the gay away because, you know, I thought we needed a cleanse.
Yeah, as you guys know, this is my producer, John. He helps me out with a lot of this stuff.
Indeed. I need more
John,
arms, dude.
John, you got anything coming up?
Let's see. Tomorrow we're doing a WTF Live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Of course, we're doing Old White Road at 5 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern. Be 2 p.m. Pacific. And then, you know me, I'm busy. I stream like 20 to 30 hours a week. You can't get rid of me. The joke is I'm like internet herpes. I just keep showing up. All sorts of stuff. I'm going to try to have a day off on Monday. We'll see who gets a hold of me, though, and asks me to take care of something for him. So, yeah, same old, same old. But you guys had a really great show, I think. So, yeah, I just, but like I said, I had to come in and just, do the cleanse. So.
Thanks. I appreciate the stream. It was nice to chill and talk about things that I like. Yeah. And then also make fun of the retards. That was fun.
Oh, it's always fun to make fun of the retards. But yeah, we needed that cleanse, didn't we, chat? But
yeah.
That's what I'm here for. You know, it's too gay. I just gotta like, you know, come in and like wash it all down with some feeding the ducks.
Hey, yo, what if it's too gay? You gotta wash it all down with what? Huh?
With feeding the ducks. With feeding the ducks. Hey, do not taint this. Do not taint this. I was doing good things for everyone here.
You said it was gay, so you know you had to get in and make it a little.
I had to come in and wash it all away. That's what I said. Do not try this. Do not try this, Kaida.
Start slurping it all up.
You just be glad I don't have a surprise video of feet right now, is all I'm saying.
I'm very glad.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind.
He's gonna keep it in mind. But yeah, I saw that video last night when I was getting ready, and I was like, oh yeah, we got to put it in. And I had him edit it for the music and everything. So yeah, you guys got a lot to thank John for when it comes to some of these videos.
Yeah. Shout out Faye in the chat. I see you, Faye.
So, yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I will catch any of you that go to the barcade. I'll see you guys there. If not, then I will catch you guys on the next podcast. Until then, have a great weekend.
Y'all have a great one. Keep your backs tight.
Yeah.